Perfect. So, hi everybody. We're back with another Poka Reads, where of course we explore. Hold up. Why am I echoing?
I think you're good now. Maybe
You're
you
good.
had the
Yeah,
YouTube
no.
open.
Okay, I had muted it, but okay. All right. Okay. So I guess I'll start again. I said hello. If you didn't hear the first time, welcome to Poka Reads, which is an initiative by Poka Health. It's basically our book club where we explore stories about African women. Poka Health, if you don't already know, is the #1 period tracker for African women. It's a women's health app designed to reflect the lived experiences of African women. If you don't already have the app, you can check it out by downloading it from your app store or on Android or iOS. So this month, we've been reading what I think is, I would classify as a different sort of book, like at least different from anything that we have read so far. I don't know what you guys think. We'll find out soon. And of course, I'm talking about Remote Control, which is a short novel, or I guess a novella, by Nigerian-American author Nnedi Okorafor. So Remote Control is a sort of a futuristic sci-fi novel about a young Ghanaian girl who gains a supernatural ability that causes death after she comes into contact with a seed that falls from the skies during a meteor storm. A meteor storm. I think that's how you say that. And it explores, a lot of different themes from like girlhood and how it's like a coming of age story. So girlhood and transformation. There's also the theme of power. There's a bit of technology, the theme of belonging, isolation, and there's so much more that we'll get into as we sort of dig into the discussion. So without further ado, let's dive into it. And I wanted to maybe start with a short icebreaker by asking everyone if you had Sankofa's power or supernatural power similar to hers, would you hold on to it or give it up?
The power to kill people by glowing?
Give it up real quick.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
take it away?
It's not special.
It can
I
be.
can't fly.
Oh, hold up. Let's
It can
think
be
about this a
special.
little
can't
more
touch-
deeply now.
She can't touch tech or anything. She can't enter a car. You have to walk everywhere. You can't maybe I guess I can ride bicycles. I assume that tech maybe is not affected. I don't know. But
Interesting.
yeah, it doesn't sound like a thing to really aspire to.
Also, especially before she knew how to use it properly. Like, imagine just holding somebody's hand and then they die. Like that's a little bit much.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a no for me. Give it
It's a
back.
no for you. Okay, at least it's a no. Jesse?
Give it back real quick.
It's a no, but if I happen to have it, I mean,
You have a list.
I will put it to good use. I will tell you that much.
Wow.
Hey.
I'm not going to kill anyone, but the threat of death can get a lot accomplished in this world, to be very honest. We'll
That is
redistribute the wealth immediately.
Oh,
We start living
You will
good.
probably have to kill a few people because
Okay, then
men
I'll
will
have,
try.
I mean, if I have to, I will, just to show that you don't play with me.
But also the distribution, like where are you walking to? Because you can't get in a car, you can't
I can
all of
get mechanical tech.
You should get on Zoom.
Zoom, how am I going to touch it?
No, someone will log in for you and you just sit there with your hands together and say, I'm going to kill you if you don't do this for me.
True that. I actually, the whole time I was reading it, I thought that, and not to get too deep into it, I just kept thinking, oh gosh, this girl is such a girl. A man would have used it very differently. Very differently.
there.
Oh, interesting. So we can dig into how a man would have used it because the theme of power comes up. So I'm a little bit torn between, was it a full no? Will I give it back? Or is it a yes? Because it's such great power, and sometimes throughout the novel, you can tell even as like a very young girl, she's 11, she's 12, like she said, people like she would go and just claim things. She felt entitled to things. She was given things.
Yeah.
Just she knew the power she held, so she would walk into homes and know that, because of what she had in her, people would give her what she wanted. So, I mean, I would like that sort of power. But again, with great power comes great responsibility and also like so much sacrifice on her part, right, to hold on to it. So, anyways.
But also, what was she? She wasn't getting that. She was getting clothes and food.
I
I
actually
think
think
that you're
that's
that
what
sounds
she
good
was
on
fair
clothes
being a
demanding.
and food.
child. Like
That's
because
what
she's
she was
hungry, she just
demanding.
walks into a house to. I didn't think it was because of her power, but I mean,
They were scared, I guess.
They
yeah.
were
Yes.
scared because they've heard of her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and yeah, should we
Anyway,
continue
so
more?
yeah, so this was Nana Ajwa's pick of the month. So perhaps you can tell us, why this book drew her in and then launch us into a discussion.
At what point, Jesse, will you jump in and actually
Well, I was
say,
gonna
in
say,
fact,
wasn't this a swap?
Okay.
Wasn't
I
this
in
a
fact
swap between the
coerced
two of
it?
them?
So I saw a review of this book. I don't remember from who, but I saw a review and it was very intriguing because the review said, West African sci-fi and it was from a non-African, and I was interested to read it. And we had just read, what did we read last month?
Africans.
We had read a
Teller of Secrets.
This book as well. And then you wanted us to read Hamatan Reigns, I think, which is quite
Yeah,
similar to
which is
this book. So I said, okay, you know what, let's read this. It's short enough. It's a different genre. And when it's my turn to pick, I'll pick Hamatan Reigns. So
Yes,
here we are.
that's what we're doing. Yes.
Full transparency on how the decision-making process went. But yeah, here we are. Remote control. Okay, so
Yeah,
Najwa,
I mean, when Jesse suggested it, I've read Nnedi Okorafor in the past. I even have Binti on my shelf here and Akata Witch. I've read Who Fears Death, which I really enjoyed. And I think that's the one that's being made into a film, Who Fears Death by George R. R. Martin. So I enjoyed her writing. So when Jesse mentioned remote control, I thought it would just be more of the same. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. So now let's get into the plot, guys.
Is there one?
I think there's one.
shots fired out the gate where someone chose
Out of the
violence,
gate, like
using violence. Now defend yourself. Why? What did you say that for?
I I don't know. What is the plot? Maybe you guys can flesh things out for me, but I don't know. It's just, to me, it sort of read like a coming of age story, but not quite because I don't know, What is a plot, guys?
everybody else think. What was the plot? And what did you think of it once you figure out what the plot was? Elise, Tipra?
Oh,
I think it was a very okay. First of all, I read this book in a rush. Over the past how many hours? Like 6 or 7 hours. Anyway, um, first of I think it is a coming of age story that with the added nuance of being given a power that you didn't ask for, being given a responsibility you didn't ask for, and how to manage that as a growing girl in a, I don't know, in a technologically advanced, seemingly non-existent world. Yeah, that's it. I think it's just how she was able to navigate her life after the seed, as well as Fatima and then as Sankofa. And yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought the plot was. Yeah.
I think,
Mm.
yeah, I think it more read like an exploration of certain subject matter and themes, or just things that she wanted to discuss? Because it was such a short novel. It's 128 pages long or something like that. So for me, I think it was more an exploration of certain themes and certain ideas and introducing certain ideas. Perhaps maybe I think I hear that she's world building, or creating this world that all of her stories, I think, take place in. So maybe this was a short way of adding to that world or giving up more information about it, because I think in some ways Jesse's right, where you can't really fully sort of articulate the plot. It is a coming of age story. It follows, a young girl as she navigates this unknown power that she kind of inherits. So yeah, I kind of read it with that in mind. And I personally also read it in a few short hours, because it's one of those books that you can read fairly quickly. And, again, I don't know if I would say I somewhat enjoyed it. I don't know, it's hard. Let's unpack it. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I don't know. It's one of those books that leaves you with a sense of like, what did I just read? And and my question, and maybe we could, is just like, well, who is Sankofa supposed to represent? Who's she a metaphor for? Like, what are we talking about here, really? So I'm still left with those questions.
Good questions. And maybe that was the plan. Maybe that was why it was written the way it was written, to get us to have these questions like, why? So, I don't know what Sankofa represents. I don't know. I did not enjoy the book.
You don't say.
It's I felt like I might have had better use of my 4 hours.
Ooh.
Because and we've established that I like Nnedi's writing. So it's not about the author, it's just the story. Just
Sorry.
maybe it's just something she wanted to do because she wanted to do it, and because she could. And she's an award-winning writer. She's won like a lot of sci-fi awards in the writing world. So maybe she just was something like a stopgap before she writes something else
Mm-hmm.
or something. Like, I don't understand. And why was it set in Ghana? I don't know.
That's also quite
Was it
random.
set in Ghana? I don't know.
It was
And it's
such a
like,
what dystopian. I don't even know what. Yeah.
Dystopian for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
the world that
dystopian
she
for
built
sure.
was very interesting, because I couldn't quite place it, but was it how she wrote about the world? There was an eeriness, I thought, that was seeping through her writing. And it was a little bit like disconcerting, this world that she's built. Like, I don't know, like I could just feel that it was an off world. At times, I would sort of picture somewhere quite rural and like very
Yeah.
backward. But at the same time, they would talk about like jelly tellies.
Jelly tellies.
Let me tell these guys.
What is a
I
jelly
think they
telly, my
were
friend?
televisions that I don't know. It's just felt to me like
Television.
televisions that are advanced. I don't know.
Made of
Like
Yeah.
jelly.
maybe
Oh,
you can
okay.
touch the characters. I don't know.
Because this is, I think she mentions it in Hopia's death as well, like in passing, jelly telly. So I feel like this is something that exists that I don't know about.
It's something she's made up
It's set
her
in
world.
one of, I haven't read any of her books, but apparently it's set in one of the worlds she's built. So maybe references to other books that we
Yeah.
haven't read.
Maybe
Yeah. Because she was
jelly
very
telly.
casually put it in there as if we're supposed to
Yeah,
know what it
which
is.
I normally really like in any dystopian or like sci-fi book. I don't want you to spend too much time building the world. I want you to assume that I know the world and just immerse me in it. So usually that's how I like my sci-fi. Like, assume I understand what you're saying, and just take me along with you instead of telling me, and this house is here and then this person does this and this is what the power means. You're doing too much.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
on that, like, I think she just really just dunked our heads in from the minute we met
Robotown.
Sankofa and her red
I liked
fox
it. I
called
liked
Moving
it.
Quick.
Yeah. I like that part. The moving. Okay, but you know why the fox was called moving pick, do you not?
No,
And
why?
Because
like
it's a
Yeah,
hotel.
she said
Because
it.
it's a
Like
hotel.
She
She's
said
in
it.
a hotel.
That's what the
where?
Sorry?
girl said.
Because of the
Sankofa said,
hotel?
I'm going to name
Oh,
you
you mean
more.
because of the hotel?
Yes.
She,
Oh,
she
I
heard
thought
it,
you
she
meant there
liked
was
the name, so
some
she started.
other reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that.
The thing is, maybe it's not fair because when I'm reading, I tend to also look, I'm often looking at the author as well. And it just seemed to me like there was some Googling of Ghana and then they looked at things that came up and they chucked them in the story. It didn't feel legitimate that Sankofa would name a fox she found on the streets Movenpick. Like it didn't feel realistic to me. And it
Hmm.
felt just like, what are
See,
big hotels in
right.
Ghana? And they
I
just
can
chucked
see
it
a
at it.
child being fascinated with the name and naming their doll
Maybe.
pets that.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you that it felt like she just Googled stuff because she talked about, yeah, I saw the Tamale Accra thing. Oh my goodness, was it like
But I
2000?
saw that and I was like, maybe the child at that, because I had seen your comments about that when I read that part, and I thought it was, oh, maybe she meant that she can see very far because she said something about her mom had never been to Accra, right?
Mhm.
So my thinking of that like scene was that when the power of whatever came over her, she could see and see so far that she could see Tamale.
But then there's never any
No, they
mention
said
of a power like
Sorry,
that
not Tamale,
subsequently.
Accra. Accra is the one that she
Accra.
mentioned.
No, it was referenced. It's no. So I think that's where the first family, the first chapter, right? The first
The
family
first family, yeah. So she's walked into their
visit.
compound
So Tamale is
and
a suburb of Accra.
yes, Tamale is in Accra.
I think she meant Tema.
I
Oh,
think she
So
meant
you
Tema
know
as
what?
well.
This is
Yeah.
how I'm interpreting that as well. So she is creating a sort of, for me, this very at least the feeling that it gave me as I was reading, and this was probably through her choice of words or just how she set the scene, is just this very eerie, disjointed kind of atmosphere, essentially, that I feel like
Mhm.
she created. And so in kind of contrasting or mixing up, this is how I'm interpreting it, like Accra, but then adding in the Tamale, it's jarring, like for somebody who knows this, you know what I mean? Like it's odd, it's awkward, it doesn't belong. You know what I
Like
mean?
break in reality,
Yeah,
sci-fi.
like it's one of those, it's like a glitch in the system because what? You know what I mean? So that's
yeah.
how
Fair
I
enough.
interpreted it, you know?
I
So,
don't remember it from that first scene. I remember it from when her brother was killed,
oh,
like the
Tamale.
time when and then the time when everyone was killed, and she was like, she could see so far, she could see Accra or something like that. So I was like, oh, maybe
Right.
she was saying
But
that.
also it's also mentioned when she goes into that first family's home and that boy Edgar is
Yeah.
to her, he talks about tamales and tamale, right?
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
that's
remember
the
the
Yes.
food.
That's where
Yeah,
I picked it up at.
yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. And other
Anyway,
things really, but yeah, let's go ahead.
yeah, we don't know. Yeah, but this is how we all felt about it anyways. But there was nothing in the book to really suggest that she had a deep understanding of Ghana or Accra. Like it could have
True.
been anything. It really could have been anywhere, you know? And
Yeah.
sometimes I do appreciate when people just come up with something random rather than like Accra and
A
then like
place.
make it,
Yeah.
you know, like just make it up, call it something
Give us
else. You know?
Zamundo, you know?
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Yes,
Yeah,
give us
anything.
Wakanda.
Because then the reader is like trying to find certain things in the book when you give it a realistic location, you know? So
Mhm.
anyways, yeah, what's next?
Okay, so what else? We've said the plot. Do we want to go characters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like in the books.
What
The
did people
dog,
think?
honestly.
Characters. Sorry.
The dog. I like moving pic.
Same.
Was a fox.
that was your favorite.
The fox.
He was
That
a red fox. Okay.
that's
Okay.
all. That's the
I
only
think, you know
person.
what? I know we've said that it's not a real Accra, but because I'm a Ghanaian, if you tell me something
Where
set
do
in
we
Accra,
see
now
fox?
I'm in Accra. I'm in Ghana now. So if you
She
tell me
did
there's a fox in
say
Ghana,
she gave
It's
a
you
escape
take
from
me
a
disclaimer.
out.
zoo.
She actually gave a disclaimer. She said foxes are not native to.
I'm not native,
And it
yes.
escaped from a
So where
zoo.
did Moving Pig come from?
But
Oh,
it's
He
a escape
escaped
from
from
a
a
zoo.
zoo.
Okay, maybe we
I
went to catch it
I
from wherever
really
it is
must
from
read
West
this
Indies.
because I do not remember this.
Seriously, Bobby escaped from the zoo, and her mom were laughing about it because foxes are so sly, and so they'll never catch it. And they indeed never
Yes,
did.
I remember that. Mhm.
guys, come
Fair
on.
enough. Okay,
Come on.
so Movenpick is one of the characters. We have Fatima, we have her brother, parents, Robocop. Is that what it's called?
Robocop,
The
yeah,
robot.
from
And then the
Robotown.
Is that a
Robotown
character?
And Al Hajj.
Robotown,
and
Al-Haja,
Al-Haja.
Oh,
Yeah.
Haja.
the farmers. Okay, yeah. So let's talk. Any favorites? Any
I
ones
think
that are worth noting?
Al-Haja, maybe.
For
I
sure.
think
Yeah.
knowing that, like, first of all, everybody was scared of Sankofa, but she decided that I might also be scared of you, but like there's more I can gain out of you than the fear. So she decided that, look, my business is going to be my priority. And so you are coming into my house to come and ward people off. And I thought that was very forward thinking of her.
And she didn't exploit her. She took care of
Yeah.
her, replaced
Care
the
of her,
stage.
actually. Yeah, she
Was
made
going to take her to school.
yeah, her life could have been normal with Al-Haja, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
you can tell it was a genuine connection because she was protecting her from the mob, so much so that her own
Yeah.
life became at risk, And she knew exactly what
true.
would happen if Sankofa got angry in that way, and she was still close by.
Yeah, she was almost like a new mother in a sense
Yeah.
Mhm.
to Sankofa, which was nice.
Yeah.
One character that was a bit of a okay, Bodyguard. What was Bodyguard's name?
Who?
One patch,
Was it
eye patch
the
guy.
the drone
Politician's
or the
bodyguard.
robo?
No, the
No,
politician's bodyguard.
the guy that stole the bean or
Oh,
the
yeah,
seed
yeah,
or the
yeah.
whatever.
What was that?
Yeah, because she followed him. You know what I mean? Like
Let's give up on him.
no, he came to the house,
Killed him.
the politician, to threaten her for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Take
she follows him.
take her seed and go. Then halfway, he murders politician or robs him of everything, and then takes the seed.
And
And
what
she
is
has
what is
exactly. The seed is also a character in it. So
And there's
right?
a bunch of seeds at the end.
Oh gosh.
so it's
Martha was
like
also a character in the book.
she's like drawn towards the seed because they have this like whatever telepathic connection, and she's following it. Like this is how she's making her moves for like 5 years. Finally catching up with, I don't remember his name. Was it Ibrahim? I don't know what his name was anyways. But it just seemed like that was like that character, they made him much larger than what he ended up being in the end. It
Yeah.
was just like, what was his, and then his anger, and then his pulling out a gun to shoot. Like, what was that? Anyways, that was a character that I didn't like, didn't enjoy, didn't even understand why we're in the book,
But I guess it's like a story of human greed. The politicians went to get the seed and gave a large amount of money because he knew that what was the name of the corporation?
Life Gen, I think.
So Life Gen would
And
pay exorbitant amount for that seed, right? So the bodyguard knew this and decided, oh, I'm also going to make a fortune out of it, and then rob the politician or whatever. So I guess it's just a story of greed. I don't know how the seed ended up going from person to person. I guess people associated it with luck or whatever. I don't even know how much they were paying for it, because when she tried to buy it from somebody in the market, they said, oh, it's not that expensive. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
When
She
she was
tried to
buying
give
it
Yeah,
for
and
some
also
guy.
like there's so many plot holes and questions. How did they know she had the seed? Because she found it. It was buried or something. She found it
On the tree, under the
in
tree,
the
yeah.
I
tree,
think
and so she
LiveGen
played
was
with it.
I think LiveGen was tracking that
Was
seed.
tracking
That
it.
seed, yeah, I think that seed had to do with those LiveGen people, because it didn't make any sense. Why would someone randomly show up at your house to pay big money to your parents for something that I think LiveGen was
If
probably
LiveGen is tracking it at the end of the show, I mean the book, why does LiveGen not have it? Because it's shown that
Turns out that they have a bunch.
a
They
bunch
have
of
a bunch under each
Yes.
tree.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
another
The ending
person-
was what was a little bit, because she now glowed even more. I thought she was gonna glow and break them all, but she glowed
That's
and
what I thought happened.
I thought she was gonna destroy them
Oh, that's
all.
not what happened? Yeah, I thought she
No.
destroyed them all.
Oh,
And control them all is what it alluded to, I think.
okay.
I thought it was
So,
to blow them all up and
I mean, we're still on characters, but yeah.
Another
So,
person that we skipped, Madame Kusi, Mama Kusi, the mosque, the
Kusi.
Imam's wife,
Yeah.
the one that built the robot.
I love that.
Before she became a Muslim.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
was
so I
an
think I can
engineer.
find a quote that I
I love
highlighted.
that about it, but I hated that they made it look like so before she married. So after she married the imam, she can't do robot things again. I was so confused about that.
Yes.
I thought this was futuristic that she was doing, or she said that the patriarchy is going to be forever.
It transcends
You know,
sci-fi.
yes, 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 yes. And I can tell the type of writer she is by the book. And I think, or the type of person or feminist she is, and I'm rooting for
Wait,
her. Good for her.
what do you
Because I
mean?
could see, no, I could see all of the subtle things she puts throughout the book. It wasn't too loud, but you could tell that she's just writing this to show you that. I think it was very intentional that she said, the woman builds the robots and then married, joined a
And
religion,
yeah,
and
imam and stuff.
then did
Yeah.
not. Like it's very intentional because really that's the reality, especially when it comes to religion.
Religion, yeah.
I love,
Specifically Islam.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, good point. Good way to look at that. I don't know if I caught that, but you're right. Her feminist sentiments come in different ways. I like what she said here. This is in relation to Sister Kumi, I think is her name.
Sister
So
communities.
the last in Sankofa's years on the road, she learned that people were complicated. They wore masks and guises to protect or to hide their real selves. They reinvented themselves. They destroyed themselves. They built on themselves. She understood that people and they're often contradictory ways. But the Robocop was not a person. But I don't know, that stood out to me about like how human beings can, like, you meet a person and they're so unassuming, like Sister Kumi, super fat woman in her hijab head to toe. You know what I mean? You'll make all these assumptions about her, but she has this very, like this past that you would never associate with her, but that's because human beings can be so many different things at the same time, or in different lifetimes, you can be so many different things. So I enjoyed that, or that coming through the book.
Yeah.
Also,
True,
Jelly
true,
Belly
true. So,
used to be a faith-based on-demand streaming service for children. It's like
What?
Veggie Tales.
Did
Do
not
you
know
remember
that.
Veggie Tales?
interesting. I'm already tales. My kids watch
Yeah,
Ready
I remember
Tales.
Veggie Tales. It says it was co-founded by Veggie Tales. So
Oh, I don't think I knew this. Is
me
it
neither.
spelled the same way?
Details.
Yeah, Jellylly.
Kelly Tellies.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Jelly
okay.
Telly.
That's what
This
it is.
is from
So
the
there's a
book.
reference we're missing then.
Perhaps, yeah, from her other books. So
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Sankofa
cultural
herself.
relevance.
We're not going to talk about
Sorry.
Sankofa herself as a character.
Oh, Sonka for herself. I couldn't
The
stand
main
her.
character.
The main character. I didn't like Sankofa, and I'm sorry, she's a little girl. It's
Oh
not her fault.
no.
But she was a bit annoying.
in what way?
What did Sankofa do to
Wait,
you?
what did she
What did a
do? What made her
9-year-old, like
annoying?
13-year-old
Oh,
girl do to you?
No, like I
I
don't know,
want to
like why did you decide to have such an attachment to a seed? Why did you assume that a seed had been given to you? Like she didn't have enough self-preservation in the beginning.
She
When
was
you're
six
on a
years
tree
old.
outside your house, at least you're on a tree outside your house, and a seed falls from the sky onto the ground and starts sinking in the ground, you run to your parents.
She's a
Mommy, come and
child.
see
I
something.
don't know what kind of 6-year-old
But
you're raising,
she
but
was six, so she's a
no
child.
6-year-old
She was a
has
child
Oh, I think she was
self-preservation.
getting 4. She was 4 years old.
She was
They're
4.
also
Okay, she wasn't
curious.
6, she
They
was
will
4.
literally dig out things. Like if the thing had sunk into the ground, they would have dug it out.
But at
They're
what
so
moment was she
curious.
given that power, do you think? In the moment when she first touched it? I don't even know when it actually first happened. But
I
yeah,
think so. And then it was the car accident that like triggered it, right?
yeah, really brought it on. Pain brought it on. Yeah. You're right, Nanajo. Like I did also have feelings of like I didn't love her. Like she was a little bit annoying. Maybe she is a child and she's making childish decisions or moving
Child,
child,
yeah.
Maybe.
but she was
Literally.
a little bit irritating. I didn't quite like at times when she realized how much power she was wielding. I guess the way that she even felt entitled to certain things, like how
Yeah.
she spoke, like it was triggering. Um,
Says the person that said they may have kept the seat.
but I'm
May
a
have
grown
I know.
adult.
I did like the bond she had with her brother. Because it looks like for many years, it's only her brother that knew about the fact that she would glow. And he would like, I don't know, have an insect suck it out. I don't know how that was working.
No,
Yeah, I didn't understand the
experiment.
wasp thing, but he knew about it
Yeah.
and he kept it a secret.
Yeah.
And they seem like they were good friends.
Like at that age, hanging out with your brother seems like a okay. I guess there was just the two of them, so
You have nobody else. So even if you play with anybody else, when you come home,
you
this is your
still
best
come
friend.
back in.
And if your brother
Yeah,
And
is
her parents seem
older,
nice.
it's even more intriguing.
True.
That's
yeah.
what.
You have a much older sibling, yeah.
Okay.
You feel like you want to do what they're doing, want to see yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, as a character, maybe there isn't much to say there, but she was, yeah, just a very naive, innocent girl.
Naive, yeah. She did the best she could with what she knew
What she
and
had.
could. Like it was a child. I think the whole time I just kept thinking, she's a child. Like she's a
As a
child.
child.
Like the
I
mob
felt
scene,
sorry for
I
her.
just kept thinking,
She
oh
had
my
to stay.
God, like she's a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're walking up to the old man. I was like, I'm glad in this book it didn't but like as a child walking up into the midst of old men is wild. Don't do
Men
it.
But she
generally.
knows. No, but she knows her
Men
power.
in general.
Because
But
when
She
men
you
know
know,
knows
that
her
they
think
can
of
do
power.
I
something
guess
to
she knows
you,
her power.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
true. Without being caught, oh, they will.
Nobody can hurt
Yeah.
her. Yeah, at this point. If
Nobody
they
can
try,
hurt
all she
her.
needs to do is glow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I,
I
I
think
guess
that's like,
she's protected.
yeah.
Fair. Yeah, because men,
Oh no, that would have been bad otherwise. Bad.
Yeah.
Like a child without her power walking, like she wouldn't have made it. Like she wouldn't
No,
have
she
made
wouldn't. I mean,
I
even the
made it.
first
The
person she
first
met
man who
when she
wanted her to
started
get
her
into the
walk
car was very
in the
Yes.
sus.
car.
He was very
Yes.
sus, first of all.
Jesus.
So that in that
And
moment, she would have been kidnapped, raped,
yeah, and that was before anybody knew what her power does. So
Yes.
that's if she had kept her power quiet, more
Yeah.
men like him would have kept creeping up,
Yeah,
trying to hurt her.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah, she needed to let people know I can melt your skin off your bones. Just
But,
FYI.
that's how serial killers are born. Out of
And
necessity.
I have a question
Female
about
serial killers.
was it a leopard? It was a leopard, not a cheetah. Was it one of those
No,
The leopard that she killed or
Why
something.
was it not dying? Did it also have some of the seed? I was so confused. I was like,
And then it
I
died all of a
she has
sudden.
glowed, all her glowing, and
Oh,
then
They
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 had
glow
this
glowed
not die.
connection and like what is happening, looking
Yeah,
into
what
each
was
other's
that? Yeah,
eyes.
why didn't it
So
die?
I thought it was a human being in
I
leopard
thought it was about to
skin.
transform. You're right. At one point, I thought
Yeah.
it was about to transform into a human. Hey, the
But
way we
And
so
read
why
it.
didn't it die? Because everything
I
dies
mean,
at this girl's
you
glow.
and I were not there.
No, but the fox didn't die at her
Why
glow.
indeed?
So
The fox never
Okay, I
died at
guess
her
the
glow. So
fox,
whatever power the fox had, maybe
maybe
the
the leopard
fox,
had a
look, you guys,
little
the
bit.
fox is confusing me. That
The
fox,
fox
I
should
don't
have been a
understand that
cat,
fox.
not a dog, because a fox is acting like a cat,
But like
coming
Right.
and
apparently
going
foxes
out
are
whenever it wants.
sly.
A dog will just be around you and want to be,
But foxes
all
are
in your
supposed to
She
be
face.
never even got to
sly.
touch the fox until much later.
Yeah.
So maybe foxes are that way. I've
Maybe,
never
maybe.
detected
Yeah.
a fox,
Maybe.
so I
Fair.
cannot
So foxes
tell.
are a petty
True,
boyfriend.
true. I guess yeah, foxes don't necessarily come up to you and hang out. They are
Yeah.
dogs
Wild
family,
animal.
but they're not
Yeah.
dogs.
Like
At the end of
even
the day,
a
they are wild.
will a coyote do the same thing? And I don't even know. Let me not go down that rabbit hole.
There's so many holes that we're already falling in. What do you
You're
find another one?
there are enough holes without you taking more.
Oh my God. What is there
That's
to
the question.
discuss?
What was the significance? Okay, let's all kind of really put our head to this. What was the significance of the fox? Why did that character like what is it?
Companionship?
Again,
I thought
same
she
as
just
talk
needed a
about what is the
companion.
metaphor for, you know?
I thought she needed a companion because nobody wanted to hang out
Yeah,
with her
like a
until
sidekick.
Al Hajjah. 5 years of this girl's growing life, she was walking on earth alone. Even adults can't do that.
Mm.
So it was just, I guess, a
I
character,
thought
like a plot thing to have like a companion. Like it was
for
more
her.
like a true device than any sort of metaphor or message she's sending through the fox. Like I don't know.
If
Because I
she's
don't think
sending, we
people
I
didn't
think
receive
didn't
it.
need
see
anything
it.
from her, but chose to hang around still, I guess.
Could people see
Sorry.
the
Sorry, say
fox?
that again.
Something, I mean, a sidekick that didn't need anything from her, but chose to hang around still.
Maybe.
Could
Yeah, I don't
people
think
see
that the
the
fox
fox
used
on
to
her
hide
head?
itself.
Okay.
They used to hide itself whenever people were around. So we don't know if people ever saw it. But I
Mm,
think they knew that she walks around with the fox, but the fox always hid when people
Yeah.
were around.
I
Yeah.
see.
What's
Interesting.
more unrealistic is the fact that after killing an entire town and killing so many people, the government has not stopped her. That's very
Yeah,
unrealistic.
there was no government
Isn't the
intervention at all.
government
Like,
life gen? I,
no,
I,
LifeGen is an
I
LifeGen
American
is a
company that has
corporation.
come into
Yeah.
Ghana.
yes, and my thinking was that LifeGen was taking over the government. So that's why the minister came to the house to come and collect the seed. So
Mm,
LifeGen is paying people off. Okay, honestly, it's a long shot, but this is what
but LifeGen themselves should have put her in a
Please, you have
cage and be
something there.
slicing her up by
Continue.
now.
Now she has something there.
that
No
LifeGen, because in
self-respecting
the
corporation will leave a science experiment walking about. You should be slicing her up in the lab,
but then
like their mates.
they were tracking her, trying to track her with the seed. They knew that she would follow the seed. And all these places she was going at, there were things that like because she was looking for the seed the first 5 years. And then when she stopped, it miraculously showed up in somebody's somewhere that she just stumbled
Mhm.
upon. So my
But
thinking was that she was an
LifeGen is,
experiment.
if LifeGen is this huge corporation with so much money, they can easily tell who took the seed. If
What
a
makes
man
you think
and
they
his
don't know? They're
bodyguard,
trying to empty the earth and bring the Americans. What are you talking about? In the
you know,
earth,
I
the
did,
earth is full
you
of
know what,
Americans.
Elise?
Oh, what
I
do you
was trying
mean?
to find a
Hold on,
connection.
hold
Like,
on,
is
hold
she
on.
trying to say something about imperialism
Colonization.
and tech and
To the what?
colonization? But
We'll
I
get it
couldn't
It's
find
only
it.
somewhere.
Americans in the towns now.
Because yeah, in the end,
Yeah.
remember that where she went, everyone was American. She was like, they all had an American accent. It's only her
When she
house that was
went
not
back,
taken up.
Even
Yeah,
her
when she went
hometown
back to
barely
her
had any
village.
Ghanaians when she came back.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe
it's
they
not
let
like
her go into a town and purge it, then they fill it with Americans.
exactly. That's what it sounded like to me because I was not understanding how are you killing so many people and there are no
They
And
consequences.
no one
killed
is,
one
yeah.
town. And then, do you guys remember the engraving that somebody had put on a tree and said Africans are not life
Science
experiments or some
experiments.
science
Yeah, when she
experiment?
went back to Wulugu,
And
yeah.
so I think the government couldn't
They were
explain.
fighting the power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and with the African culture as well, are we going to say is you like they just swept it under the rug because it was so bizarre, you know? And so rather than I think if she had killed more, wiped out more towns, perhaps that would have been like a government issue. But in
Or
this case,
wiped out Americans.
Maybe she should try wiping
If
out
she
the
had
new
wiped out
Wulugu where the
Americans
Americans are.
in the
Yeah,
book.
we'll see some movement.
then after all, it was only black people that died. They just swept it under the rug and moved on. And they didn't even let us know how many, even like how big was the
Yeah,
town.
they didn't give those.
Yeah.
Not to say, you know, but anyways, I just feel like something like this happens even in Ghana now. What is it? Conspiracy theory. Like, look at the state of our country now and like the ideas people could have around about what's going on. You know what I mean? From like the spiritual to like it would go crazy. And so to maintain a sense of control, they just hit it
Yeah.
with the help of LifeGen.
No, exactly.
We don't know. But okay, so more questions and answers, anyways. But
And I
yes.
think also
Yeah,
one of
because
the reasons why she stayed that long in Robotown was because the drones could see her. She
and
passed
that
through
was
so many
comforting.
places. Not for her. I mean, for her, Al Haja was the reason why she was staying there.
Ah, yeah.
But then what do we call it? The corporation didn't try to interfere with anything going on with it until she touched the drone, right? They
Mm-hmm.
could see her because that town was very highly, I guess, techified or whatever.
Yeah.
So they could see her with the drone's eyes or whatever. They didn't know what they could make of her, but they could see her. At least they could track her.
And they could track her like properly.
Yeah. Such a
Okay.
weird book.
I
I guess we
did.
can
I mean, when
segue.
I finished the whole time reading it, and even after finishing, I just kept feeling that, and I had this feeling there's a hidden message about
That
white.
it's going over our head.
I'm just not getting it.
Yeah.
No,
Someone
that was how
dumb
I
it
ended
down
the
for
book.
me.
Yes, that's how I ended the book.
Can we
That's
text
too
her?
deep for
Can
you.
somebody text her, please? We have
The book
Okay,
questions.
is too deep for you.
Sankofa is a metaphor for what? Fox is a metaphor. Like, what is she trying to say? Is what I ended. I'm like, what is she trying to say? Because I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably need
Maybe
to
at the end
read
of the discussion, we'll
peripheral
know.
interviews around this to figure out what she was trying to do. Because I don't know. I don't know. I think I saw her tweet something about how in this part of the world we call witches remote control.
I don't know. Maybe they call it that in Nigeria.
Nigeria, perhaps.
Thank you
Maybe
for
I've
bringing that
never
up.
heard it.
Because at the end I was like, the title, that makes no sense to me either. Like at the end of the book, I didn't know why her power in any way didn't have any remote control. Like her power isn't remote control. She literally has to
Maybe
physically.
she's
Has to
the
be
remote
there.
control of the corporation. They are using her. They press and then she'll kill people. They press and then she'll kill people.
No,
I
I
don't know.
guess she
Showing
doesn't
her
have to
ignorance
physically
because what's
touch
going on?
you. Like she can kill you without touching
Just
you.
glow without
That's all.
touching
Oh,
you.
yeah,
So she can
that's it.
And
remotely
like,
kill
yeah, the
you.
concept of witches not having to be physically in your presence to harm you or do something to you
But she
is
does
why
need
they
to be
put it in one.
physically in your presence.
Yeah,
Well,
but not in
I
like
mean,
close
within a
contact.
radius.
Within a radius. Yeah, she doesn't necessarily need to
And that's
touch
how
you.
remote controls work. You can't,
True.
it has to be
okay, so the
within.
idea of switching people on and
But not
off because
physically
of them.
touching the
Yeah, so she
whatever the
can, once
device.
she's in your radius, she can affect you. Hey,
Interesting.
the metaphor is big, oh, guys.
Multiple.
No, no, I think that's why they call witches remote control in whatever culture she's from.
Wherever
I
she's
never knew
talking
they
about.
did, but if they do, I guess
Perhaps
that
in
might be
I'm
Nigeria
right.
they
gonna
do.
ask a
But
few
I
people and
get
see.
it. If she says so, I get it. I get why they
Yeah,
would.
I couldn't understand the link between the title and the book and everything that had happened. So at the end, I might make maybe the jelly
I
jellies.
guess I don't know if this happened before did this happen before she ended up at Wulugu and then glowed and something happened. When she grew up at some point, I think, and then she
I
was
think she
hearing
ends the
stories
book as a
about
14-year-old.
herself,
She doesn't
and
get
then
that.
people were like, what version did I read? But people were adding stories to her story and then making it
Mm-hmm.
bigger and more mysterious and more.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah. She was
yeah,
still
we read the same
14.
one.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
still
she was
very
Oh,
young.
14.
oh, I thought it was like 5 years down the line.
It
No,
was
no, no.
when
She
she was
remains
leaving.
14 until we meet her when she's 4 and we
She's
leave
now
when
Like
she's
this.
a 10-year
14.
span, basically. She's still
It
barely.
did remind me of a book I read, which I love, by the way, and you refuse to read the Najwa. A book called Circe, the Greek
Oh,
goddess
really?
Circe. And in what's the name of this book? This movie that's coming out and everyone is in it.
Everyone is in
That
it.
story.
Oh, right. Lupita's in it.
Yes.
The Greek
Is it,
mythology.
oh, the
Odyssey.
Greek one, yes.
Yes. So
Odyssey.
she has a tiny story in the Odyssey, and the way she is represented in that story in all of Greek mythology is she turns men into pigs, and it was only Odysseus who was charmed and whatever. And then you read her story and you see why she turned men into pigs, because the men will come to her island and rape her. And she's like a goddess, and because it's a woman, literally a woman living alone in an entire island because she's been cast down by her father. And so they kept raping her and trying to take advantage of her. So she'll feed you. And if she gets an inkling that this is what you want to do, like sailors who have been lost at sea, and she welcomes you to her island. And then they try to rape her, she turns them into pigs. And after reading that and seeing her backstory, but meanwhile, in popular culture and whatever, in Odysseus' story, Circe is the witch that was turning, men into pigs with
Yeah.
no reason at all. She was just
Oh.
like a wicked witch. The ending sort of reminded me of that when they just kept adding to her story and her mythology.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, poor girl. I think there was this part, I forget, where they said something that was clearly untrue. And
Yeah, I think I
that's
remember
why
her
I
being
thought she was
quite
older. Yeah.
annoyed by that.
No, but this
Yeah.
feeds into, I guess, how it's like broken telephone or how myths are made, like this
Chinese
is
whispers.
it. But as like she now goes through, like people add onto her story and just build her up to be like this bigger than life person when really it's not true. And I think
Yeah.
working your benefit, because I think it even happens with let's talk about like popular culture, like Lady Diana, Marilyn Monroe, like all of these celebrities, like it's all myth building. Like we don't really know
Mm-hmm.
What
the
their
story,
story.
but
Yeah.
we put stories onto them, and then they become this massive legend. And I heard that, she could glow in the dark. I heard that she used to eat people, drink blood, like to stay so
Yeah.
young. Like,
And I
annoying.
think what
Yeah.
people don't understand, they chalk to witchcraft. For a very long
Mhm.
time in the past, old women over a certain age were considered witches because menopause. They start to
Yeah.
get hot flushes, they start to be irritated by everyone, like all of these things. All of a sudden, you're a witch. You know, people, as long as they can't understand it, it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
becomes lore, and people
But
just
someone told us recently, what was I with you, Najwa, that he thought or they thought the auntie or grandma was a witch, but she had breast cancer.
Oh
Yeah.
That's terrible. I don't remember this.
their own
Mm,
auntie.
Die, yeah. But she was just behaving weirdly. She had cancer and they didn't know it was
no.
cancer
She
at the
probably
time.
had metastasis to her brain, and so
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
that's
years
terrible.
later, after she had passed away, I think, and they realized, oh, it was cancer the whole time, you
Oh,
know.
that's
And
why
everyone
is
in
that
the
the first thing we always go to?
wait.
for
Why
women,
don't you keep it
for
for
women. If a
women?
woman is not understood, it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
And if a woman speaks back, off to the sanitarium you go.
It's a mental for a woman. How are you
Okay.
speaking back?
Something's
You're
going
sick.
on.
Go
Yeah,
and get to the
hysterics.
bottom line.
Hysterics.
Hey, serious, so you
Yeah.
get no breaks. Anyways,
Wild stuff.
Meanwhile, Sankofa just killed out of necessity, in my opinion. She never just randomly killed people
Never.
intentionally and knowingly.
Yeah.
Beginning was the only time she lost control. I think after
Lost
that,
control. But after that, it was if you ask her, she'll do it nicely. Or like she's protecting herself for the people she loves.
yeah.
Which I mean, I think anybody with that power would do the exact same
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually love
Yeah.
that she was doing euthanasia. Like I feel like
Yeah.
she's a child and she's doing the best with what she has, you know.
Mhm.
I felt
Very
like that.
heavy work
Very
Yeah.
for a child.
Mhm.
fact that she saw her mother, oh gosh,
Yeah, that was
I
graphic too.
too graphic.
Yeah.
Too graphic.
Yeah,
The
the
entire
flies, that really
town.
that
The
was not
maggots,
great.
flies, and the way she just got up and just like packed her things and just hit the road too. Like, what strength? Because I think at that age she was maybe 7.
She was 11, I think.
Yes.
No,
No,
When
7.
she was leaving home,
7.
she must have
When
been
she
like
was leaving
7.
home, she was
And then
really
she grows
yeah.
up on the road.
Yeah. So it's
She
5
like
years and
realized
then
what she's done. She said, "Oh, it was so like they were asleep." I literally thought they were asleep too for a while. Then
me
I'm like,
too.
"Oh,
And then
Me
I
too.
realized
I
that's
Me
actually
why.
too.
I thought they were going to
when they
wake
didn't
up.
wake up, I was like,
Me
oh,
too. And then they start talking about maggots
Then
and
they're
flies. I'm
decaying.
like, Nnedi,
What's
if the
happening?
plot twist coming, like, I don't know. I'm
yeah."
not gonna
But
believe
it's
it.
sad. That was too. I think. See, I liked her writing. I really like her writing because
I
that
think your
was
writing's great too, yeah.
show the
She's
naive
a great writer.
a child. You know, it's just like, oh, they're just sleeping. They'll wake up. Like she doesn't know what she's
She
done.
doesn't know what death is.
Oh
Like she
God.
probably hasn't seen it, like seen a dead
Yeah.
person
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
really sad.
Yeah.
That made me sad.
That's really sad. I guess we can talk about two things: cultural
Okay.
relevance and the writing or the prose and style.
Mm.
I like
Cultural
the writing.
relevance. Say it
Why
again.
don't you go ahead, period in the end? I'm telling you, I could tell
Yes.
the kind of writer Nnedi is just from, I mean, the kind of feminist or woman she is, just from reading the text and the things, the tiny things she chose to highlight.
Yes.
Yeah, the
But the
So
period
you
and the woman in the bus giving her pads
Had,
and the
yeah.
woman
I know.
supporting women.
So the quote from
and
that one,
Alhaja being a woman and the comment Alhaja made about, oh, this is the first time someone has asked me about or hasn't asked me about who is Mr. whatever.
Mr.
Yeah.
Starlet or something.
yeah. What was the name of her business called again?
Forget
Mrs.
about Mr.
Starlet or
Starlet.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also like that she said thank you. She said taking the pink tunic. I also like the use of pink. That's quite feminine. So I also feel like that's intentional. It could have been any color. So
Yeah.
the pink tunic and trousers from an Indian woman. So why was a foreigner the one who gave her the pad? Who insisted she have them? The woman also gave her a box of maxi pads. Do you know how to use them? That's a good question.
She
Because
Indian?
Yeah.
Indian.
There was an Indian. She even had okay, so I listened to the audiobook. So Ajwa Ando does the accent, the Indian accent.
That's the
oh,
Indian
she,
accent.
yeah. So it was an Indian woman that I wonder why it had to be an Indian woman. But
They are
Maybe some
replacing the
experience
black.
in India has had.
You cannot say that they are replacing the Ghanaians. They are
The
Sankova is
great
killing them.
replacement theory.
Sankova is killing them and they're replacing them.
wait, I cannot make these connections.
They're behind her. As she's killing, they're adding new people behind her. Kill it, adding people behind.
Oh my
the
goodness.
people on the bus that were like, it seemed to me like the people that were on the bus that knew of her were like, the driver shouldn't stop, the driver is being
Yeah,
stupid, blah blah. But it seemed to me that that's why the foreigners were the ones that were like
because they didn't know
helping
anything
it, because
about her.
they probably
Right.
don't know the full detail of what she can
They
or
don't
can't.
know the local law.
Yeah. And the local
Right.
people are
But
probably
did
thinking,
anyone clock
"Could have
it
been
before she got the parts? Because they said she looked
Oh
down and there was
yeah.
blood. I didn't clock it at all.
When she was on her way from
I
the
thought
farm or
the
wherever, and
letter
Yeah,
then there was
I,
blood,
I remember
What's
but
reading
then
that,
her stomach was
like the
hurting. That I
Ah,
was like, oh wait, does she have cramps? Because I
yeah.
know she's 14. I got my
Oh,
period at 14, so I'm like, oh, it probably is this. So her
I know.
stomach is hurting. Then she feels something trickling down her leg. I'm like, oh yeah, it's her period. My
yeah,
first thought
I
was,
thought it
Uncle
was
Fa
the
can use
liver.
Poka, can use a Poka health app because she can't use
Can't
text.
even touch it.
we'll get her a book to write.
You have to give her the book, the
A
book that
pocket
we're
Give
about
her
to
the book.
create,
You
the
know,
Yeah.
try.
we should put that
We're
for
trying
marketing.
to.
We should put that for marketing. You know, we know that
Yeah.
Sankofa could not use the Poker app, but
Oh
you
my God,
can.
we totally should.
But you
Yeah. Remind me. Remind me.
Oh, and speaking of cultural relevance, I forget how she described Sankofa, but totally know what the actual meaning of Sankofa is. I remember reading it and thinking, Nnedi, this is not what Sankofa actually means. Or
Did
what
she
you
describe what it means
what
in the
did she
book?
let me get my Kindle.
She does. And I think she said something about she forced people to go.
Are we losing Adele?
Oh yeah, I think we are. I thought it was just me. She's
Adele
frozen.
is our host.
Oh, we can't lose her.
The
You
highlights are
cannot.
off.
I'm back. Are we still live? I
Mhm.
think we're still live, yeah.
But yeah, Sankofa generally means like go back and take things from the past because they're good.
Yeah, and the positive
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't
What
Like
did
mean
she
literally
you
sign
send
explain in that?
someone
cover.
I
back to
can't
the past
remember.
or I don't know what did she try to say it meant.
That's what Tipra was explaining.
What did she say
Tipra,
about
what were you saying about Sankofa? What she thought it meant? Yeah, you're muted.
and Frozen again?
Oh, she's frozen again. Yikes. But yeah, I think Jesse, you were going to read something from your Kindle.
Yeah, I can't even find it. I think
Towards the end, because I was
um
listening to the audiobook, towards the end, I was zoning
what were
out.
you
So I was
saying?
like, I just want this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
we
we
can hear you.
can.
Yeah, we can hear you
Sorry,
now.
my internet's unstable. Yeah, it says it right here. Anyways, I was just saying, I don't know what said, but she said something about Sankofa because she forces people to look back or to reflect back on something. And so in some ways, I thought she got the definition correct. Have you found the section where she
In
said
the
that?
in the looking back, yes.
Yes.
But in like Sankofa and like really just
Sankofa as
means
a concept.
Sankoichi. Yeah, like Sankoichi na kofa, good things in the past to
And
apply in the future
yeah,
because
Bring them to the
yeah,
our
there's
values
value.
are good.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see if we can find that.
I
How
read
can
a library book and I returned it.
what can I even search,
Yeah,
you
I think
guys?
I've returned this as well.
I
If it's
think
such Sankofa, it won't help in any way.
was gonna search back, but how many times has she said back?
we
But
can do it.
towards the end, I think when she remembered her name is Fatima.
Ah,
Ah,
Well, the Sankofa is part of a whole phrase, which is Sore Fina Osankofa Yinchi, which
here,
is
chapter 10.
okay,
Okay, I
so
found it.
Sankofa Yenchi, yeah.
It said death named her Sankofa because by the time the child was of age, this was when she was talking about the whole she was born to dead parents and they left her at death's door or something like that. So she said death named her Sankofa because by the time the child was of age, Sankofa had the ability to send people back to their past, back to the essence. So the essence really being, I think in some ways,
Yeah.
referencing the goodness of like essence essentially means like base traditions, base, you know what I mean? So I think in some ways
This means like I think yeah.
I'm giving
You're
it to
trying to pray, and I
trying
appreciate
to
you
make
for
it
It
trying.
just
sound
means she's
it.
killing you. She's saying sending you back to your essence, which is nothing.
no. But she also talks about essence in a different section of the book, which talks about the core of who a person is.
Sankofa as a concept, from what I know, is that listen, the past practices are great. So
Agreed.
remember the past, take them and apply them because we tend to think that they are barbaric, they're
The
barbarians,
future
whatever.
is only good stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to say that she got the definition correct because when she talks about essence, she means the essence, the core of who you are, or the core of
But
certain.
she's killing the people. How is she making them go back to the
How are
core?
you?
Hold on.
Killing them. Where are they going? Which core are they going
Where
back
they
to?
first began. Okay.
They don't find anything. They stay there.
And they don't come back.
Okay, they're
There's
coming
so
back
many-
hard.
I
Yeah,
feel like
okay.
there's so many other Idinkra symbols that she could have used for this
To
metaphor.
express that,
But there are
yes.
hundreds of them. She could have found one that's like about death, one that's about like there's so many that she could have used.
In fact, Sankofa doesn't really mean anything about what she's written about. So she could have written an entire book and just changed the name to anything else. Genuinely. Like it could have been any other thing. And her Abu would have still worked.
Hater.
Sankofa is just not, it's not one case. It's not giving what it needs to give.
It's not given. This is a
Yeah.
Ghanaian audience. We are so hard to please. It's like, no, don't use these
Honestly.
terms if you don't know how to use them.
Honestly. We're unforgiving.
Unforgiving. All right.
Okay, so we talked about her writing, right? I think we all agree her writing is
Writing
good.
is good.
I
I
like her
really enjoy
writing.
her writing. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
I
Her
also,
writing kept me going. Her
yeah.
writing was
Yes,
what kept me going.
honestly.
And now with so many books that we've been through, I'm starting to notice how some authors will expound on certain concepts and how I'm actually because she would mention something and just assume you know it. Or if you don't, go do your research, basically. She's not
And
going
that's
to
the kind of writer I like.
yeah. She's not
I
gonna
don't
say
like a
this,
writer who will
this, and that.
over-explain.
Don't do
But
too much.
it
Like,
makes it
trust me.
hard. It makes it hard because now we are here looking for Sankofa. That what she meant by Sankofa. Look at us. That's what makes it hard.
You know, the
She
thing
has-
is, if
Yeah,
we're
just told
not
us.
Ghanaians, we're not Ghanaians,
That
we'll take
makes
her
sense.
explanation to be what it is, and maybe we'll go and read about Sankofa later and say, wait, that's Nnedi didn't get it right, and just learn something new. But because we're Ghanaians and we know her now, we know she's wrong.
Mm.
I don't
But
think
also-
even she knows she's wrong.
Well, we've told
Maybe
her
by
now
now she knows.
because we're
I
going
don't-
to send her
I'm
this.
pretty sure-
And on culture, just let's talk about how great women are. And
Not culture. We're talking about the African culture. Go on.
how great African women are.
Love it.
Give your examples.
Alhaja was so nice to her. Alhaja was the first, maybe the only person who showed her kindness, you know. And
Outside of her family.
yeah, and I think that anyone else would have exploited her so much. Like she's literally a death machine, a killing machine. She's a machine gun. And a man would have used that to his advantage. And if she were a man, she would have ruled the entire world. So she was thinking small, if you think about
She was
it.
also a child. She would have gone on. She might
So
go on to
child.
do bigger things. Who knows?
Fair. But I think,
But she was taking her to school. Like, I think what do we call it? Seeing a lot of, like, growing up, seeing a lot of people be like, oh, I have a helper, they're not going to school. My radar for someone being kind to their, whoever is there to help them is you're taking them to
Educating
school.
them.
Yeah, like you're giving them opportunity. They can decide that they don't like the school and they don't want to, but you're giving them that
But at least
opportunity.
they have the
And I like
option.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Hoja did that for Sankofa.
I think it wasn't even sort of a professional economic opportunity. It was more for her to feel normal, to feel
Yeah,
integrated.
but you see, that's for her. She, as a child, felt like, oh, I will feel normal. But I'm thinking that Alhaja is trying to get this. Like, you probably have a future.
Like you don't have to kill for a
you don't have
living.
to
You can just,
kill
be an
the rest of
engineer.
your life. Yeah.
You have to kill for a living. Facts.
I really like the character Alhaja. Not to
Yeah.
put the character, but I like the fact that she had a daughter in Singapore. I like the fact that she was
And her PhD or
good
something.
business, yes, woman, and is her husband dead?
Ruthless
She has a
businesswoman.
husband.
Love it.
She didn't have a
The
husband.
husband left
dead?
her.
Left her.
No, the
Oh,
he
husband
left
left
her.
her
He
to
got
go
a
to
visa.
America
young
with a better woman or somebody who gave $1 million.
A woman who gave him money.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, but like I like when women are written that way, and my favorite female characters are written to be like great bosses, but also very feminine. Like they don't have to be the caricature of the woman that we see online,
Exactly.
She doesn't care about everybody behind her. She doesn't care. Like she's feminine. She likes Leslie Knope.
She's
That's
a
how
mother.
Black
She's
was
loving,
created.
but
Like
she's
she
also
has
running
female
things.
But I
best
also
friends,
like
looks up
that.
to females,
Yeah, yeah.
but she's also a great businesswoman and she's very great at what she does, her job. I like that kind of like female character.
Yeah. I think, I mean, that's what's realistic. You don't have to give up your femininity to be a boss, essentially. And you don't even have to look feminine because from how they even described her, she had like
I don't think
tattoos.
she looked it, yeah.
She was
Of like the
big, like
circuits and the
so she's a woman, but she's not
Right?
delicate. She's not like quintessentially feminine, but she has the essence of a woman. You know what I mean? Like in how she mothers and treats and like how she views the world. So great character. I think African cultural relevance, sorry. Another piece was the sheer butter thread that she kept weaving
Oh.
into the story.
See,
Like,
that's
yeah.
another thing that made me feel like it was a Googling situation because
Oh,
obviously shea butter is it's popular in northern Ghana, and it seems
yes.
like Fatima and them live in like that. She's a Mamprosi woman or something. They live in northern Ghana, so it seems as if from the Googles, northern Ghana is full of shea trees.
Google.
Therefore, shea. She's just rubbing it on her body sparingly, like.
but I
And
thought
for
it
me,
was
because I
because
don't like to
I thought it was
moisturize, it was
because she
stressing
was
me out.
dehydrated from all the glowing.
It is. She
So her
is.
skin would become
No,
hot.
it's true. It's
That's what
true.
I
And she
thought.
did properly
There was a
because
practical reason for
when
her using
Fatima
shea butter.
was
How about?
when Fatima
I thought.
No, it's true though. You're not wrong. Nanadra's.
I agree with
Fine.
Nanadra that it seemed like there were some Googles happening there, but yeah.
But yeah, the shea is moisturizing. It was a lot in my opinion. But then I don't I don't like moisturizing. And shea butter is so oily.
Wait,
And
why
like
don't
the
you like
idea,
moisturizing?
Elise, another time. Please leave me alone.
You must just be born with your skin is your privilege. I think that's what it
also we
is.
live
Yeah,
in Ghana,
get
right?
out of your
Not-
privilege.
It gets so hot.
It's very hot in Ghana.
Like
Yeah.
you put on just one layer of lotion and by the time you step out, you're like so it's so humid outside, you're sticky. So I'll go out and I'll let the world, do its thing and I'll get moisturized in an hour or
Oh,
two.
that means that you have like oily
Oily
skin.
skin already, probably. Or like skin that's well
Yeah,
balanced.
you don't have
Yeah.
dry skin.
Well, I think I kind of have dry skin. Like if you see me after a shower, like an hour after my shower, if I'm out, I look a little pale. But give me an hour or two, eventually
The
the
oil.
moisture and things will come out. The oils will come out.
That there's no way that to happen for me.
But as well, sometimes I wonder if we create dependency with all these routines, right? Like you wait, like we
Right.
order ourselves, the body's like, oh, so me, I don't need to put oil, sure. Like
Pretty
clock out.
much.
You will
Yeah.
learn. I ask my body, you will learn.
Ooh, I didn't like
It's not really
putting lotion on or like as a child because I not because of like being dry or whatever. I
hard.
just didn't like the time. Like I didn't have the time. Like already I'm always in a rush. Like I'm always waking up late. So I didn't like the fact that I had to do an extra thing, but I would always be white. Like my I would always be very ashy
Mm.
all the time. Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of lotion. Like I remember there was a time when my mom was traveling and somebody else was watching us, and that woman's only instruction concerning me was make sure to put cream on her face. Because if you don't, you have to catch me. And at the time it was Vaseline, guys.
Oh, okay.
Petroleum
I don't
jelly.
like Vaseline. Yeah, not Vaseline.
Then they
So
will rub
Okay,
it
when
on
I
your
was young, I
face.
trauma
used
about this.
Queen Elizabeth.
So
Do you
it's
guys remember
trauma.
Queen Elizabeth? Cocoa butter.
Yes. I didn't use, my mother was that shea butter
That's what
or
I
Vaseline.
used.
So
Sometimes she was and Vaseline.
maybe it's because you have trauma concerning this because shea butter
I
does
do
a
have
lot
some
of good.
concerning moisturizing my skin because they'll take the Vaseline
And
petroleum
put it
jelly.
in your face.
I am about
Also,
shiny.
the part that took me out, and I'm like, girl, you didn't Google properly. And I could be wrong because I'm not Mamprisi, whatever. Is when she described Fatima's family, Sankofa's family as like I think they ate fufu and soup and akranti. I'm like, this is an Ashanti thing. This is not
Yeah.
a
Yeah, like
Mamprisi
if you're going
thing.
to be Maposi land, at least find some
Find
consistently
their
Maposi food.
food.
I can't like I from the north and any northern family I know, maybe I could be wrong. I don't know any northern family that I know that grows up eating bushmeat and
Fufu and
soup.
bushmeat.
Because in the
Like
north,
it's
where's the
not just a
bush
thing.
meat?
We eat
The
meat.
In the
bush
north,
meat.
where's the
No,
bush
we
meat?
barely
Where
eat
they
it.
live, there's no bush for them to live in. So
And our foods
they
are
are
very
further
like our
down.
soup is so thick with it's. I always say it's so easy to be vegan in the north because of the
Yeah.
type of like
Mm-hmm.
lots of grains and nuts and
And fish, I think, is the main
fish.
source of
Yeah,
protein, you know.
And even
Occasionally
that
and
is
I
chicken.
can
probably
see
brought from.
She should have said guinea
my
fowl.
parents are,
Fowl
my mom
meat.
is so picky with
Guinea
meat. You
fowl.
can tell like meat, like she's so picky. She'll only eat beef and chicken. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
we don't
because
do.
you guys, you know, target markets. It wasn't written for Ghanaians who know about Ghana.
Yeah,
That's a Ghanaian who knows
honestly,
about Ghana. Fufu I
honestly.
can see it sounds like Ghanaian food.
But I find it interesting. When I was writing this, when I was writing Akai and Alima, I wanted a character that was what was it? From that was well, not Sisala. I've forgotten it, one of the northern ones.
I
And
remember
I
you
said,
asked about this.
yes, I asked on the group, does anybody know
Mhm.
people that are from here? So I can talk to them and ask questions. And I imagine that that's what a lot of writers will do, right?
But you
But
have
I feel
access.
like
Where will
the-
Nnedi find a man-pussy woman specifically?
I think
You
You
if
could
know?
she
ask on Twitter.
could.
Sure, lots of
Yeah.
True.
beautiful women are on Twitter.
I
I
feel
have
like with
asked on
social
Twitter
media,
lately.
it's a lot easier, right? Like you don't have to know the person personally. You can go on Reddit and ask, and somebody will reply. You can go on Twitter. Like I feel like if not
Yeah.
if these things were not intentional and maybe it's going over our head and we're missing it, then I don't know. She could have done some more
It's like
research.
writing a girl
Yeah.
character who lives in Jamestown and saying they ate fufu and akanta. Like, sure,
Even
it's
the girls will
might
be upset
be, but
about
like
It's not impossible, but it's just
it's not
not
impossible, but like it's
typical.
yeah.
unlikely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes you out of also
Or like,
science fiction, futuristic.
hey,
Even.
say for
Anything can happen.
That's I mean, that's always
So
all the same, man.
fufu become the food of the north. Fufu
in
and
the
guinea.
near future Ghana.
Now the north has become the
can
south.
see
A
The
shade
south is
tree
now the
grows in the
north.
desert. So like again,
There's
unless
leopards,
you
but there's
dystopian
leopards in the
Ghana,
north. Where did the leopard
shade
come from?
trees somehow grow with
You see
I
what
guess
I'm saying?
in
The
the
story is
forest.
all
But
very.
when she was being attacked by the leopard, she was not back in her home. I
No,
don't know
she
where
was
she
still
was.
walking.
Yeah, but there are no
I
leopards
can.
really. There are no leopards in Ghana. Like leopards live.
Oh yeah, they're in like Kenya or like true. Even that one isn't no
No,
cheetahs.
leopards are not in Kenya. Cheetahs are in Kenya.
It's
Leopards are
cheetahs,
in.
Leopards
yeah.
are not even in
Yeah, South.
Africa, are they?
I don't think we have them in
Let me
Africa.
see.
Maybe
We don't have
Asia.
leopards. I think Asia has leopards. Mostly South America has leopards. They have the panthers. You know, so it's just like
If a
anyway,
red fox can be here, so can a leopard.
and so
True.
can a Mamprisi person eating fufu.
It's not that.
Oh, my
Not just
people, we
fufu
are
and
look, there are
akanta.
leopards in Africa. They said leopards, the Panthera pardus. Look what Google's doing for us. Are widely distributed across the continent,
Googles.
particularly in sub-Saharan
There used to be
Africa.
leopards in Legon.
Actually,
Yes.
this is why I wanted to because
Hey,
I
what
have
do you
heard
mean?
this. I've heard that we've had wild cats in Ghana, and I've actually seen
Oh, yeah, I've
wild
never seen any of
cats
them.
that like little villages in villages that have killed wild cats to eat, and then people have complained that oh my goodness, like what are they called?
Ray, what are you doing?
Environmentalists have been
Extinct.
looking for
Yeah,
for cats
they're
for
currently
years.
endangered species.
But
As of
leopard
October 20,
specifically.
as of October 2025,
Just to
West
Nnedi,
Africa's
please. But we're
leopards
sorry. Leopards are in
were
Africa. Sorry.
endangered.
We've just eaten them to extinction.
You know what? Possible.
Maybe Mapusi eating leopard soup would have
Very
been more realistic.
possible.
A friend of mine said he's a filmmaker. He went to a village in the Western region, a beach town or village, and they had
Oh.
dried like mamoni and whatever, and it was like a shark, a hammerhead shark or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're catching
This
all
rare
sorts of things,
species.
so but instead of studying them, we're making
We
soup
are
for
making
them.
them
We're
mamoni.
hungry. What do you mean? Maslow's
problem.
hierarchy
The
of needs.
Maslow theory, we are the bottom.
We're right here.
They are thinking
So
about
are
you're
shelter
hungry.
and food.
You are hungry.
That's the problem. By the time the science people turn up to come and take the shark, no, nah, I can't eat. If you try now,
Give me the bones if you want. You want to study the bones?
Bye.
all right, ladies. I think we've surprisingly gone much longer than we anticipated. So should we do some ratings?
Yes.
Mhm.
We've already done the Poka health relevance, but we can do that if we think there's more. And
We have to
then
do
once we
our
talk, then
thing, the Elise thing, you guys.
One thing, what was it?
remind me.
Write this thing down because every time we change it.
I know. Is
Uh,
it
what is one
one
thing
lesson you're taking into real life?
from this book? I guess we have
Um,
to go and rewatch that first video to get the right wording, but yeah.
I think be kind, like maybe something from El Haja, just being
Yeah.
kind to people without expecting anything in return. I really like that about her. Yeah, she expected something small in return in the beginning, but once she was done with her, she continued to be kind and like protect her and provide for her, make her so comfortable that she stayed in a place for close to a year, which was unusual for her. So I really like the kindness that El Haja portrayed, and that's something I'm taking away.
Mhm.
I think I'm taking away everybody has a backstory and we don't know it. Nobody knows how Sankofa suddenly thinks she just got up one day and decided to start killing people. But this thing just came upon her. There's nothing she could have done about it. And she was doing the best that she could with it. So everybody has a backstory. Even the worst people that we think like we can see, they have some backstory and there's probably a reason why. So I guess be kind to them.
Mhm.
For me, I don't know. I guess I think she was strong, and it reminds me of this thing people say that kids are before they are told by the world that they should be afraid and they should
Mm.
you know yeah, just be afraid and hide their weirdness and quirkiness and stuff. I think an adult or maybe someone in their teenage years would not have survived what she survived, but she had this almost well, she is a child. She was 4 or whatever when she had the box, and she had malaria nonstop. Like me, it was almost triggering.
Oh
And
gosh.
right, and then yeah, she saw her entire village die. She saw like maggots literally coming out of her mother. And I feel like because she was a child, it probably didn't hit her as much as it would have if she were older. So,
Mhm.
like they say, continue to have the childlike curiosity and
Sure.
strength.
And
Try to.
wonder.
Was that got her in trouble in the first place? So the child.
Enough
Right?
said no.
I mean, she should
Without
have been
childlike
giving it to her
curiosity, we
brother.
wouldn't be here.
Because I don't think I would survive what she survived. If I saw my parents and my brother dead, I will join them. I'm not even joking.
How though?
I can easily do
No,
it.
I think the
Like
human, the self-preservation
exactly. She didn't know
instinct is
how to
so
do it
strong.
because she's a child. I know how to do
Yeah.
it.
Like
You guys,
I
we're
have
on
ways.
YouTube. We're on
We have
YouTube.
resources.
Yeah. All this, you want them to flag our video. Stop your
My whole town will not be dying. So we're safe. We're safe.
you know what? I don't really, let me see. I guess I would say maybe carry your purpose, your destiny, whatever is given to you with grace. I guess maybe similar to what, yeah, but because she was given this, was it something that she took upon herself again by, touching things or going to spaces she shouldn't have? Or was this always a path that she was meant to walk because she has the strength? Because because of her age, the age that she's at, she's the only one that can handle what comes with the power that she was essentially given. Because in some ways, like there was that theme where she was given the box, she was given this responsibility. Literally, the root came out and gave it to her. So it was a burden, it was a lot of work.
No.
We lost the break again.
Okay.
Oh no. All right. Should we? I think we can do star
Did you guys
ratings
hear
while we
me?
wait.
Because I feel like I'm frozen.
You
You're
got
You
frozen.
are
we heard you
frozen.
until a point and then you got frozen.
My internet today. Okay, whatever. We'll leave it
Sorry.
at that. I don't know where I cut off.
Well, yeah, let's do some star ratings. I'm gonna give this a 3 star.
I want to remember what I gave. Do you guys remember what I gave the other one we read?
Which other one?
Be made into a movie? Because I'll give this one higher than that. So I
I think
want
it
to
was
remember.
probably,
Which
As much as I
one?
didn't
you
like
gave it
this
a
book,
3.5. Oh.
I did not.
Children's
I
book
would
from
not
last
give
year.
was
That
it,
was
one.
not
quite
give it a
thing.
3.5. What? Probably give it a 2.5.
What, the one that you said was like Star
What
Trek?
is
The
it
girl
called?
with the white hair.
Blood and Bones. Children of
Oh,
Blood
Children
and
of
Bones.
Blood and
Blood
Bone.
and Bone. Yes.
Hmm. What's
If I
I
give
don't
it a
remember.
3.5, I take it back. 2.5, and I'll give this a 3-star.
Okay, 3 as well.
Hmm.
At least Super.
I think, okay, Adele, do you want to go first?
I don't know. I have this weird thing with the book. I think I liked it. So, but also there's so many questions. But did I like the writing? What did I like about it? But there's something about it that I don't hate that, I would read again. If
Glowing
knowing this,
praise.
like knowing this, if I had to sankofa, I would. Am I using it correctly?
Are you? We
Am
don't
I?
know.
Better than she did.
She did.
So yeah, maybe a 3.5. Maybe a 3.5.
Okay. At
I
least
I think a 3.5 too, because I feel like there might be something that's going over my
0.5.
head and I'm missing it. Like maybe I need to smarten up, but I feel like there's some nuance in
That's
there
enough.
that I'm
That's
missing.
what I feel as well. There's definitely
So
something.
yeah, until I get it, it's a 3.5 for me
Maybe
as well.
we're just overthinking it too.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe. And maybe we only
True that.
don't
True
like we
that.
only have these issues because we know of certain things. Maybe that's the reason why. If we didn't know
Yeah.
anything about Ghana, we didn't know anything like it would be a 5 out of 5 for us, perhaps. Yeah.
But also the way that it
Maybe,
ended, their continuation, like it starts not so abruptly, but ends abruptly. Is there more? I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, and quite abruptly. Okay, so it's a Poka rating of 3.25.
Okay.
Good.
Kill.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not mad. I
Okay.
want more books like this. I want more books that are like out of our comfort zone. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, what's going on here? Tell me,
Fair,
please.
Fair.
Yeah.
So for that alone,
Read like a short story, because when I read short stories, and that's how they're written, like it ends almost abruptly, and you have to it leaves you with something, like you are thinking about it for a while, and
I guess that's the point.
yeah.
that's a novella. Like this story, what is it called? Brokeback Mountain, which is a short story.
Also a short
It's
story.
just so powerful and so like those kinds of stories, which is why I kept thinking like I'm definitely missing something. There's something about
Same.
white people in this book I'm
Same.
missing. Honestly.
Just always assume that.
There's a
To the same.
subtext, colonialism, imperialism, sorry. Yeah.
Someone should text her and she should come in. We want to chat. We just want to hear a few words.
You could probably watch a bunch
to
of
talk.
interviews and see what she but
Shall we at her?
I don't know, maybe. Let's see what snippets I can get out of this that I can use
Okay.
to rage bait. No, we're not. No rage baiting. Honestly,
No,
this
this
was
is, I
a
mean,
whole
yeah.
discussion.
We actually had a
Yeah.
constructive conversation.
Yes, exactly. It was constructive.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Okay, so I guess this brings us to the end of another Poca Reads. We already have our next book. Let me throw up the cover for this book in case you're listening and you would like to, read it because you're wondering what the hell we are talking about.
This is from me, right?
Yeah, no, this is just this cover. But for the next one, May,
Right.
do you guys remember?
Cape
Just see your
Fever.
copy came in. What is it again?
Cape Fever. Yeah.
Cape Fever.
By
Cape Fever by
Nadia Graves or something.
yes. So that's what we're reading next. I'm checking your post, Jesse.
Nadia Davids.
Nadia Davids.
Yeah, Cape Fever by Nadia Davids. She's a South African author, and we'll be reading at the last Friday of May. The exact date. We will let you know. But yeah. So Thanks everybody for joining our discussion. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought of Remote Control if you have read it. It is an interesting book. We'll leave you a lot of questions. We'll sort of have you thinking about so many different concepts. So I think worth reading nonetheless. So comment below and we will see you at the next Poka Reads. Thanks everybody. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.